All right, welcome to my greenhouse. I am going to talk about some seed orders that I got. I'm going to show you some that I just got in. I'm also going to show you this awesome basket that I found at a thrift store. I'm going to use it this year to harvest in and to put some stuff in along with my other baskets that I have in here. So let's go ahead and open some of these seed orders. Now, I ordered from different companies this year. So I normally order from Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds, but whenever I went to place my order, they were actually no longer accepting orders until they got their orders out and could accept more. But I love their catalog. I got it in the mail not too long ago after I had actually placed all my seed orders. But I love them because this catalog, you could just, they have such just neat things in it. I may have to order some more stuff. But I got a new catalog for Johnny's. I did order from Johnny's Seeds this year. I don't normally, but I was looking for some other places to order from, so they happened to be one of them. And I also ordered for the first time from Haas. From Haas Tools, I guess is what it is. I think that's, let me see if that's the, yes, it's haastools.com. So I did order some things because I was looking for certain things and couldn't find them on some websites like potatoes. I ordered potatoes from Haas, and those are going to be shipping out, I think it's March. So I got a sampler, I got some French fingerling potatoes, and then some purple Viking potatoes. So I got those as well. I'm going to be waiting on those. But they sent me this little card thanking me and a couple of stickers I can use. And then what I got from them, I didn't get a whole lot of seed from Haas, but I got some kohlrabi. I wanted to try some kohlrabi, and it was kind of hard finding it. So I got some purple Vienna kohlrabi, some Conan, and some Quick Star. So I got 3 different ones. I did get some early cabbage and just some little jewel cabbage. I got some Brandywine pink tomatoes because I had some of these seeds and I really liked these. So these were hard to find in stock, so I got these. And then spaghetti squash. We like spaghetti squash, so I decided to go ahead and grow some of this. It really grew well here when we had it a couple years ago. I didn't have any seed last year, and so we're going to try this again this year. So, but this is really cool. I really love their packaging. It has the days to germination. It has how many seeds is in it. It tells like when it was tested, the germination rate, all that kind of stuff. So that's pretty cool. There's a lot of information on those. But the kohlrabi, I got like 200 seeds in these packets. So I got a few things from Haas. So one of the places that I ordered from for the very first time last year was Botanical Interest. And one of the reasons why I love this, ordering from the seed company, their prices are very reasonable. I love the boxes that they send it in. I love their packaging. I love their seed packets. They're just so pretty. And they always have, you know, just neat little things in there. You always get something free. I got some free lettuce, and they send a little quick start seed starting guide with it. I did order quite a bit more from them. So I got some sugar snap peas, some more beets. These are a different kind of beet. These are a white beet. This is an avalanche beet. I did try get some different tomatoes, but so these are a pineapple tomato. They're a pole tomato, but I mean, look at these. Aren't they pretty? They're so pretty. And they have lots of information on the back. So these, I really like these. But I got some beans, because a lot of things were just out of stock. Here's some more Brandywines. I got red and yellow. Beets. I grew beets for the first time last year, and I love growing beets. I had such good luck with them. I hardly had to do anything to them. We're going to try some bunching onions. We've got some royal burgundy. Got some royal burgundy bush beans. Let's see what else we got. Golden Jubilee, some green zebra. I thought those were pretty cool looking. I got the kids an Atlantic giant pumpkin. Now there are only 5 seeds in there. Hopefully those like germinate. Some more pole beans. More sugar snap peas. Now, one thing I do love growing is pie pumpkins. You can cook these and then you can scrape it out and you can actually freeze that. I love cooking squash, so we got some of these. We usually have the regular squash, but this is a round zucchini summer squash, so those are going to be fun. And then a new winter squash, pink banana, so that's pretty cool. And look what I also got from them was another spaghetti squash and then another tomato. And then this is wow, that's a really big packet. I got a big packet of trio. So there's 3 different colors in there. They've got the yellow, the purple, and the green. They shipped out really fast. I already had gotten my order of these really quickly. Same thing with Haas. I'm still waiting on Johnny's. They're shipped, but I can't wait to show you those as well. But I'll have to show you those when those come in. And then I also ordered from a new company called Dollar Seeds. So we'll see how those work. I got some cool things out of there. All right, so we're still in the greenhouse, but I also want to show you some different ways I'm going to be storing my seeds and a new way that I found that is going to organize a lot. So this is what my son made me. I love this. I'm going to use this as I go out in the garden, and as I pick what I want to plant, I'm just going to put it in my little trays, and I'm going to take this with me with my basket or my tools or whatever I have. For long-term storage, and I could store them in here without worrying about anything getting in them, are these photo containers or photo storage containers. So these, I had seen some other gardeners using these, and so I was interested because this is going to be a really easy way to be able to see the seeds in here. I can label these, and if I don't use all of them or don't use them later, I can always use them for photos, which is actually what they're for. This was $15 at Michael's, so I ordered them online, and I got 4 of them, 3 for seeds, for garden seeds, and then 1 for actual photo storage. If I need 2 for photo storage, it'd be okay, but I got free shipping, so that's what I was going after. Now, the good thing about these is they're big, and so these sunflower seeds that I actually saved from my sunflower are just in a baggie, and they fit in here, and they're labeled on the baggie. Now, what you could do is if you have a label maker, you could actually put the label right here on top, or if you have little sticky labels, you can get them for that size and put on there. That's probably what I'll do. I think we have a label maker somewhere in the house, but I have no idea if it works. So I guess I should be checking that out. So they fit in there like perfectly. So these are some okra baked from Baker Creek heirloom seeds that I got last year, and they fit in there just perfectly. So you could, you know, put them in categories of different okras that you have. I've got some Brussels sprouts that I'm going to be planting this year, and I've got just a bunch of things. I am so excited to plan this year's garden. I mean, they're super easy to put in here. I know I have like lots of cucumbers that I can put in here. It's a good way to just organize and kind of get them to where they're all together, and you can just pull that out. See, now I know I have more cucumbers. They stay. They don't fall over. They've got little slots. They stay, they don't fall over. They have these little slots that hold them up. I actually didn't really have this many tomato seeds left. One of the things about going through your seeds and all your supplies is you may find seeds tucked away. These are cool. Turk's Turban. Now, these are from 2015, so we'll see how they work. I'm gonna give them a try. I don't know. We'll see how they turn out. Knew I had more cucumber seed. I have like 4 more, so I have like 5 different varieties. I did get some peppers this past, like last year at the end of season. I got jalapeno, so like a jalapeno without the heat. I've been reading about ashwagandha. I actually take ashwagandha each day, so we're gonna, I don't know, we'll see how it works out. See how that works. Habanada, like a habanero pepper without all the heat. And I got some other peppers and just some fun little things last year. Some ground cherries, some sweet chocolate peppers, orange peppers, sugar rush peppers. Some of these were just pretty, and I love color. So got some huckleberry and some blackberries. These are like totally different blackberries. Now these are just seeds that I saved last year from some orange sweet peppers. This was that I bought from the store. This was from an orange lunchbox pepper and a red lunchbox pepper, and then another lunchbox pepper. I got lots of seed that I saved from those. So those will probably go in a separate container. Okay, so it's definitely a good thing that I got a few of these containers because I already have these full and I have plenty more seeds that I just got and I still have coming. So I do have 2 more of these containers, so I will definitely be getting those and putting the seeds in those, and definitely going to label these so I don't have to keep pulling up all of these. So labels would be a really good idea. Okay, so I went ahead and went in and got the others, and I'm gonna go ahead and fill these up as well. But I do want to tell you, if you can't get these, another way to store your seeds is actually in a 3-ring binder as well. And so I had these, I think they're for coupons, I'm not real sure. But like some of these I just had to fold and I slid them down in here so that you can just flip through and find what you want, because I'd actually forgot I had all these flowers in there. So I've got flowers in here as well. I plan on growing lots more flowers too this year. Let's go ahead and make piles because I have all these other seeds as well. Probably going to go in some of these that I just put. Cabbage. I guess you don't really realize how many seeds you've ordered till you go through them and you get them all out. Okay. Pretty sure some of these probably go in here. We got okra, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, tomatoes. I do have tomato seeds, so I'll put those in there. See, those are all fitting in there really nice. Chickens are probably wondering what in the world I am doing out here in the greenhouse right now. So the beets I did last year that I really liked were these. I can't pronounce that. And these Ruby Queens. Ruby Queens. They did really well, and I still have lots of seeds of those. So this year I'm also going to do white and a golden one. Alright, next. Alright, go ahead and put the sugar syrup peas, pumpkins, new kohlrabi, some onion. I think I have more onion somewhere. Okay, I thought I had more kale than just one. So I just had this thought. So I think what I'm eventually going to do is divide this up into maybe summer and fall, winter, like spring, summer, fall, winter that I plant. And then this one I will probably put, at least starting now, I will probably put just flower seeds in there. This one is the toothache plant, Spilanthes. If you've never planted this plant, it is really cool. I have a lot of sunflowers, so I'm probably going to put the sunflowers together. And then I have some echinacea. I don't know if I should put these in here or actually leave them in the binder so I can see them better. Okay, last minute decision. I'm actually going to leave my flowers in this binder because I can see them much better in the binder. Alright, so I think I'm going to leave my flowers in this binder because I can look at them and I can see them much better than if they were in the containers. Now that may change later, but I can just see them much easier. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. This is where those labels would come in really handy. So chamomile, the toothache plant. And I'm just going to leave these out here because it's cool outside. They will stay. Alright, back over here in my little rocking chair that we had in the garage forever and decided to put it out here, and I've never actually really used it. Alright, so I want to show you what is in here. I actually printed this out and I thought maybe I would share it with you. It might be helpful. It is actually from garden.org, and you can put in your zip code, and it will tell you what zone you're in case you don't know. But then it also goes through a lot of different vegetables and things that you would plant. For instance, broccoli, and you would sow indoor seeds, and it tells you, like, between, for me, because I am in zone 6B, for broccoli we would start indoor seeds February 2nd through February 16th, and then we would transplant in the middle of March, in the middle to the end of March, and it does not recommend direct sowing. Different things like carrots, it tells me when to direct sow. Kohlrabi tells me when to start indoor. Indoor starts are just about the same, except for onions. It looks like we can start those at the end of this month, which is January we're in right now. But it has the spring planting, and then you can also print out, they have a fall planting as well, like beans, for instance. You direct sow in July and August. Or beets, you would direct sow in August through September. Cabbage, broccoli, different things like that. It would tells you when to start them indoors and then when to plant them out. And there's a lot of different things that you can actually grow in the fall as well as the spring. And a lot of people say, and I know from what little I planted in the fall and harvested, I was really nice because there's not as many pests and things in the garden when it starts to get cooler. My husband always gives me a farmer's almanac each year in my stocking, so this is just pretty cool to look through. Some things I got for Christmas this year, I actually asked for things that I could use outside in the garden. I've been wanting to use one of these for a while, and it is a 2x2, and it's a soil blocker. So I will just wet my soil and get it nice and moist so that it will compact in here. You just press it down, and it has these little indentions that it'll put in the top of the soil block, and then you can put your seed in there. So I'm really excited to use that for the first time this year. That way I don't have to worry about, while I do have some things to start seeds in, I don't have to worry about it, and I don't have to use those if I don't want to. And they do say that when you use a soil block, the roots actually form better because they don't just hit the pot and just go around. If you've ever got a plant from a nursery or anything and you've noticed that there's like a ton of roots on the outside, that's why. So this one I had never seen before. I'd never seen an herb ripper before. You can see that. My mom found these and I thought it was pretty cool. So you just put them through these little holes, and it actually goes down the stem and takes the herbs right off of there. If you can see on the back here, it removes the leaves and everything off the herbs and leaves the stems. That will probably need us to stay in the house. One of the other things that I did ask for is this, and I don't know if this is how you say it, a hori-hori knife. It's a Japanese garden knife, and I took the label off and it's like super sticky. But I love it because it's got a loop for my belt, or if I want to put it in my apron or whatever. But it is cool. Like, it's sharp on this side and it's serrated on this side, and it also has measurements, if you can see that. So it has the measurements on it, and I can use it as a spade. I can use it to cut things when I am harvesting, cut weeds out, whatever it may be. My mom collects things for me, and she sends these home with me, and I've actually got a lot of seeds in the house that she has given me, or I have saved seeds, and I will probably put them in either in here, or if I do have room in the other containers, I may put them in there. Okay, had a little battery issue, so I'm back. All right, so my mom saves these. So I am going to use probably some of these, possibly, unless the seeds will fit in those little containers in the storage boxes. But I have a lot of loose seed in the house that I have pulled off of different plants, different flowers and echinacea and different things that I have. And rather than keeping them all in baggies, I can put them in this, or I can put them in the containers. Another thing I got this year was a book from Melissa K. Norris. It's called The Family Garden Plan, and it does have a workbook that goes with it too, but it's just kind of a neat book. She gives some tips and things in there, but she also talks about what you start indoors, the germination period, when to start it, and you can write in here and put your sow date or whatever it is. She gives different seed starting supply lists, different lighting, the correct soil temperature, but what I really liked was you can look at it and say, okay, so I want potatoes for my family. It tells you how many pounds per plant that you're going to get, how many average cups per plant, and it also tells you how many plants per person you would need So say for like a year's worth, I'm pretty sure this is like a year's worth of food. Okay, asparagus would be 10 to 15 plants per person, and then each plant gives around 2 to 3 pounds, so it's 4 to 6 cups per plant. So that would be, yeah, so 10 to 15 plants per person. I don't have that many plants per person. But you could look at it. So carrots, I mean, you could, you know, if you wanted to plant broccoli, you would plant 3 to 5 per person. So we have people in the house here now. So that would mean that I would plant 15 to 25 plants for a full year's worth of broccoli. Now, we're not going to eat that much broccoli, and I probably won't plant that many all at one time. That would definitely be spaced out, especially with like beans, sugar snap peas, or just beans in general. I will probably definitely space that out. I'll plant as many. But I mean, she goes through blackberries and cherries, strawberries. I mean, you've got potatoes in here, you've got pumpkins in here. If you haven't seen her blog, melissaknorris.com, I believe is what it is. And she's also on YouTube. So last year I drew a little garden plan for myself, where the greenhouse is and the raised beds, and I put like where the new raised beds were going to be. And then I was going to do some raised rows throughout the whole garden. If you'll see all the raised rows here. Now, I only got like these 4 raised rows actually put in the ground and used. The rest of it was just, I didn't use it. I had to actually mow it off. But now I do have all 9 raised beds in, and I did use them towards the end of the year, all of them. So I have those. I actually forgot that I even had this. So I could actually just erase part of this and redo it. But I'd already drawn up a new one. So I have this drawn up, and I kind of just penciled in what I had in some of these raised beds last year, because I kind of want to do a little bit of a crop rotation and make sure that if I had root vegetables somewhere, that I put the next thing that goes in there and put it in there in the right, so that all the nutrients, I'm not depleting the soil so much, because I try not to till it up and try not to put too much on it. But this year, I think instead of running the rows this way, I'm going to run them this way and put long rows in here and do them that way. I'm not real sure if there is, I mean, I've been gardening for years, but I'm really not sure if you're really supposed to put your rows one way or the other with the sun. I'm not real sure. This makes more sense to me because the sun is, our garden is actually, this is the east side, east and west. So the sun's going to come up. So it's going to come up and over. So I would think this way all the plants are going to get the same sun. Whereas if there's going this way and some of these rows are maybe tomatoes and some of these are shorter to the ground and the sun comes up, they're going to be shaded a lot more, I would think, than they would be if they're running this way. So if I had, you know, say I had tomatoes in here and then I had something small like bush beans there, then the sun comes up and they would get sun instead of getting shaded until like noon, and then get the beans getting a little bit of shade and then going down, and then they get, you know, shaded again. I think it's always a good idea to have a plan, some sort of a plan. So I am going to kind of plan out what I'm going to put in these raised beds, what I'm going to put in these rows, and then we actually have a caterpillar tunnel that we are going to be putting up soon, hopefully soon. I was really hoping to do that today, but that did not happen. So hopefully we'll get that up soon and we can go ahead and get stuff in the ground a little bit earlier because the frost won't hit it. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got maybe some ideas that you could use. If you have any ideas, if you have anything, like any ideas that you use to store or maybe to plan your garden or whatever it may be, share below in the comments. We would all love to see that and read that and know something about that. I am excited to get this garden going this year. I am ready to get some plants in the ground. I'm ready to grow some seeds. There's nothing like planting a little seed and seeing the green come up. It's amazing.